about this idea that someone will give money to us, and we can buy them back if we choose to, or give them an exit through a public issue. At that time, actually, my dream was a public issue. That was our collective dream, and that we never went in the first phase of first avatar of MAFA is a pity. But that was actually what I had in mind. 276 people, we'll widen to 1,000 people kind of a thing, which we could have easily. Till the time the VCs came. Okay, the VCs didn't come alone, unfortunately. So we had the first VC who gave us 1 crore, a client of us, Usha Martin. And within a week, Prashant Jawar, brought his co-brother, who was at that time the third richest Indian in the world, Lord Bagri, who was running this company called Medtist, who was known as the Copper King. And 1 hour call and you have 1 crore remittance happen. It was a dream run. Because the first 8 years, all that we have done was 10 rupee share at 10 rupee, 10 rupee share at 15 rupee, 10 rupee share at 20, 10 rupee share at 25 rupees.
So these 250 plus, investors had already come in by then.
Yeah, 276 of them had come. And then suddenly one fine day, we thought, we'll change the world. All of us wanted to. The .com happened at that time. So we'll change the business model from client centricity to candidate centricity. From bud to blossom was the punchline, and from birth to graveyard of human being will offer services kind of a thing. And all that was happening. And the only thing we didn't realize was internet penetration was still 1.5%, which we didn't realize, unfortunately, in all our enthusiasm. And we went out and took the money. The first was Prashant Jawar, second was Medtist, Lord Bagri, and over a period, we also had a term sheet at that time from a very large bank. And they had committed a very good valuation at that point in time. Unfortunately, they never invested. They suddenly came up with a call between Hong Kong and London and some other place in US, and they said, look, .com are going to collapse. We heard that good story when I was sitting in my Eisenhower fellowship, studying the so-called venture capital industry. She was studying that, and I was studying the HR services industry. And it was a shock to us. And when we came back, things had collapsed. And companies which after us started taking funding, one by one started dying, because most of them blown up money in the branding eyeball chase at that time. So I've got so many eyeballs, but how much money you make, not much kind of a face that face was. And
yeah, I know that only too well with our own experience.
Yeah, that's right. So, that was the time. Thankfully, I think her conservativeness helped quite a bit. She refused to spend, unfortunately, at that point in time. She just ensured that half of the money remained in bank. And the rest
by the time we really realized, I think our model should be different. I think this click and mortar is not something which we should really go in for, but the brick and mortar types. So I think quickly, I think we did spend by the time some money. We set up an office, had a lot of these technical people coming in, and websites getting designed and all that. But then quickly realized I don't think so. We should really move ahead. So.